So, as promised, um, doing makeup tutorial. It's gonna be simple, smoky eye, really fast, really easy. Makeup doesn't have to be hard, and there's all different ways to do it. So I'm gonna show you my way. First, I'm gonna let you know that I don't use any cover up. I just can't stand it. It's too cakey, it's oily, I can't find what I like, it doesn't match my skin. Um, I just take care of it. I take care of my skin. I wash with cold water and dry it off, and then I use moisturizer really well, really good moisturizer. So I use this, and I buy this from Korea. Pure Heals Propolis 80. Propolis is beeswax, pretty much. It's harvested from honeycombs, and it's, mixed with other stuff, obviously, but you can't read it. Yeah. I buy like 4 of these at a time, and they're really only $25, so, and they last a long time. This stuff is just incredible, and you see a difference right away, and it's nice and smooth. It doesn't make you break out. Beeswax has antibacterial, antifungal, all kinds of good things that help keep infections and acne away. I've been using that for a really long time. I just recently started mixing it with primrose oil, 2 drops in my hand, mix them together. After washing with just cold water, only cold water, I don't use soap, anything. I don't scrub my face. You don't want to irritate anything, you know? Some people have such sensitive skin. If you scrub it, it's just an invitation for all kinds of bacteria and stuff and inflammation. Wash with cold water, splash a couple of times, dry it off. Moisturizer. Let the moisturizer sit for maybe 10 minutes just so it can soak in. There's no filter on this, and obviously I'm 42, so you're gonna see some stuff, but it works. Less is more sometimes, you know? So, let me show you the smoky eye. All right, I'm gonna use one brush, if I can find the brush. Blend, that's the blending one, right? And that's gonna be used in here. This is the more detailed, that's the detail brush. That's gonna be used mostly for the lid to pack on the black. You wanna pack that black on. Okay, so smoky eye is just a mixture of brown and black. But you need that brown for the base to help the blend. It looks better. So hopefully I don't mess this up, and I'm gonna start. This is the palette I'm using. It's a Kat Von D palette. You use whatever you want. This is what I have. This is usually what I use. I do find that throughout the day, as I get greasy, it creases a little bit. But you just go in with a brush and just rub it out again, and it's usually fine. So I'm gonna start with a light brown, and then a little dab of the dark. And I'm just gonna rub it in, right in that crease. And then I'm gonna go down here with the brown. That's your base. You don't need to do the lid. No need for the lid. You're just gonna pack that with black. So I'll show you. Simple. This a little bit. Now wherever you want the darkest color is where you start, because as you blend, it's gonna lighten up. So we're just gonna start right here and just go in and in and just keep blending. Blend it. See? Blend it. don't take the brush and go on the top up here. You don't need that. Stay right in the crease, and that fluffy brush will put that color where it needs to be. Just like that. Just like that. And you blend it really well. And I got the brown. See, the brown's already on my eyelid. I didn't need to do anything but stay right in that crease. That fluffy brush will give you just the right blend without so much work. It's not a lot of work. You know, like I said, I don't use cover up because if you do your eyes well, that's all anyone's gonna focus on. See? Now I'm gonna do the other eye. I don't do my eyebrows right away either. Some people do their eyebrows first. I don't. I know what look I want. I know what it's gonna look like. And again, I'm gonna go in light and a dab of the dark. I'm very pigmented, this stuff, so you don't want to do so much at once. You want to build it. See? Right in that crease. Right in the crease. And you're getting that dark. Starts there, see it? And they're just rubbing it out. It's going where it needs to be. All right. Now you can see the depth. You can see the depth in my eyes already, just from that little bit. You know, I always like dramatic looks, so I mean, you can always do less. You can use a smaller brush. Now I'm gonna go in back in those colors, and I'm gonna go underneath. See? Right here. I'll just bring it around. Make sure blending is super important. Now, I know that my blends would look better if I had a base. Sometimes I'll put in a base if I do a full face, but I don't ever really feel like doing a full face. Like I said, I don't like the feeling of cakiness. See, you getting those shadows in there? That's it. And just blend and blend and blend until it gets to where you want it to look. So now, I think that's good. Well, you can keep going. I could do just straight brown, make that darker. See how dark that is? But you don't want to leave that. And you want to blend it. Blend it, blend it, blend it. Now we're getting dark. Stay in that crease. See what I'm doing? Stay in the crease. Use the fluffy brush. So the closer you get to the brush with your hand, the more detailed you can go. The further back this, the more flowy, if you know what I mean. I always like to just do a little bit like this. Lift your eye, you know? See how that? Just a little bit, and kind of lifts your eye, your whole eye. Okay, other side. Same thing, just a straight brown this time, just a dark brown. Start at the corner because that's where I want the darkest. Crease. Go into the crease. Pull my hand back further if I want to get it a little bit higher. See that? But you're not going in a different spot. It's just all control of the brush. And then take it up a little bit. Bring it down. It's not too bad. A little bit of color. Give you some cheekbones. Yeah. So light, don't do a lot, just dab, just a little tiny bit. You don't need, you know, I like to darken this up a little bit. My hair's gotten thin since I've gotten older and having some anxiety issues, so, but we'll get through it. Okay, now we're gonna go in there with the black. We're gonna pack that black, pack it. So we're gonna do one layer and then blend, then another layer, just pack it on. So I'm gonna clean my brush, and I use this, and it's dry, it just gets the powder off. Or you can use another brush, it doesn't matter. I told you I'd use one, I'm using one brush, so I'm gonna stick with, I promise. Okay. Black. Just go in there, just both sides of the brush. Now, don't rub. Don't rub this on because it's just gonna fall out all down here and you're gonna have to wash your face and it's just gonna be a pain in the ass. Just go slow and just dab it in, all right? Flip. Loaded both sides so I don't have to go back into the palette soon. See that? I'm gonna do the other side. Load both sides of the brush. One, flip. Two, now you got enough. Dab. Dab it. Don't rub. You're just rubbing color everywhere. You want to pack the black. See that? Now I want to blend some of that black up into the brown. So I'm going to flip my brush and I'm not putting anything on. I'm just going to do the same thing because that brush is going to take that black and darken everything up. Okay. See the difference? A little bit. And do it again with this. Just blend, just light. You don't have to push hard. Let the brush do all the work. See? Now I'm gonna go back, put more black on the lids because you want it dark. And I'll just pack that black back on. See the difference? Just pack that black back on. And you can do this as many times as you want for however dark you want it. Just do blend a little bit here. See that? Now I'm gonna go under the lids where I put that brown. You wanna do, and you can go all the way across if you want. I'm just gonna stop there. I always like to keep the inside of my eye lighter. Make sure eyes look more open. Unless I'm going for, going out at night and I want to look a little bit more metal. See? You don't really have to blend that. And you want to be careful that you don't get it too low. Not bad, right? So, I like to go in the corners. Just put a light color in there. Anything. I like sparkly stuff sometimes, so I might just do, I'm gonna do a glitz. I'm gonna do a glitzy pink. Especially, as you get older, your eyes start looking less open. I don't know, it's droopy skin or whatever, it's nature. Can't fight it, but you can't fight it, you just gotta work with it. Not too bad. Well, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. And not all I use for eyebrows is powder. Just powder. I just dip in. Just a little bit. I do brown, black. And then where you want your darkest color is where you're gonna start. I don't want it really dark right here because it'll just look silly, look fake. So I start here. Just do whatever shape your eyebrows are, whatever shape you want, and then go back towards the middle. And it looks a little more natural. I'm gonna look in the actual mirror for this. Big difference. A little bit of brown and the black, depending on your hair color. If you're blonde, then you obviously want to use lighter colors, but I don't start here. Don't. It'll look so silly. Start there and then go back. Just fill it in. I like them to look a little more natural. I don't like them to look too drawn in. I'm just darkening them up a little bit. Don't have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. I don't have to be completely symmetrical. It looks too fake when everything's so symmetrical. I mean, nobody's completely symmetrical. There's that. All right, and I could go back in and keep blending, blend and blend, or, add more color. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of blush. Now, because my skin is a certain color, I use something always more purple, more pinkish purpley. And then just take the blush. See that line where I use the eyeshadow? Just giving you a little bit more depth. Just a little bit. Again, just a little bit. gonna start in the back, right? Because where you want the darkest of your color is in the back. You want to pull your face back. A little bit up here. Fill that in a little bit. Simple, easy. It's not hard. I'm sorry I keep going off camera. This is the first time I've ever done this, and okay, so I'm gonna go in now with black eyeliner. This is a charcoal pencil, and it's got like a little blending tip on it, and this just helps make things darker. You know me, dark as possible. And you just go along. Rub it in. I'm gonna go into the corner on this. Just a little darker. There you go. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm gonna smudge it just a little. I mean, it doesn't really matter because you have so much shadow in there. It's giving it that smudgy depth anyway, but all right. I know anybody that knows me knows that I do my cat's eye, and that's my finishing thing. I always do it last, and I only like using a brush for that. And then it's hard to find because everybody uses those pencils now, and I don't stretch my eyes. I don't want to stretch the skin. I'm getting too old for that shit. I want something smooth and thick that'll just swipe right on, because I'm not doing this whole coloring up there. So this is my favorite stuff. This is actually NYX, NYX, I don't know, but I get it off of Amazon. It's like $10 and I buy 3 at a time. Yeah, see, I mean, I could blend that a little bit more. I'll just get in there and just do a little bit. Yeah. Like I said, it's harder to get a good blend if you don't use a base, but I don't like that feeling, so. Oh, I'm gonna go in the mirror to do this because it's a little bit around one swoop. And then I start here, go up, and then back. And that's it. I'm gonna go into the bottom. I want it as dark as possible, so I'm gonna do another layer of eyeliner, liquid. Well, let's hope I don't mess up the second eye. Don't pull your skin. You don't need to. You don't need to pull your skin tight. And always try to look straight on. Don't tilt your head because it's gonna come out messy. You want people to see what you see when you put your makeup on. So if I'm doing this, you know, I mean, or looking down or whatever, it always comes out funky. Just look straight on. What's that? I think that's good. So, and I don't really use a lot of mascara. I'll put some on now. I don't put eyelashes on. Maybe every once in a while, but I don't like how they feel, so I don't stress about it. I don't really care about how big my eyelashes look. Sometimes it just looks silly to me. How big old fucking wavy eyelashes. I think if you do your eyes well, it doesn't matter. And I think that's it. So there you go. There's your tutorial. I'll talk for 25 minutes, but it's usually as long as it takes me to do something like this. Sometimes like 10 minutes, whatever. Sometimes I don't wear it at all. I don't really care. But, well, I hope you like it. I hope, it works for you. And if it does, send me a picture. I'd love to see it. Bye.